Hello, everybody. How you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano. This is the Affiliate Party Podcast. Today, August 17th, we are coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, we're going to discuss why you shouldn't quit. Don't quit what you're getting started with what you're doing, because you never know when your time's gonna strike. You never know when all that digging you're doing is gonna boom hit and the oil is gonna come up, and you're gonna go from let's say you have 500 YouTube subscribers. You go from 500 YouTube subscribers to 500,000 subscribers in a year. It has happened. I watched a video last week about some YouTube guy. He has 40 million subscribers, and they were saying how the first 3 or 4 years he didn't have a whole lot of subscribers, but he just kept going. He kept going, you know. He kept going, and then finally he figured something out, something that worked for him. I mean, I never heard of this guy before, but he has 40 million subscribers, so that's something. And he figured out a formula that works for him, and he found the formula. He kept going, and now boom, he has 40 million subscribers. He has an audience. He has a business. So boom, there you go. Another one. I used to watch a lot of wrestling, and one day I was in there watching wrestling, and my wife walked in, and she saw this guy, The Miz. I don't know if you know this guy or not, but it doesn't matter. She said, "Oh, The Miz, he's a wrestler now. He finally made his dream." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "He used to be on The Real World, and he used to get drunk, and say, 'I'm gonna be a wrestler. I'm gonna be The Miz.' This, that, and the other." And I was like, "What?" And then she was like, "Yeah, it's true." She said, I'm glad to see him make it. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. So even anybody, this guy had a dream of being a wrestler. And then I talked to my brother once, and he was like, the main event at WrestleMania is gonna be, I think, John Cena and The Miz. He's like, "Can you believe The Miz?" And I was like, "Well, I haven't watched a lot of his wrestling because I pretty much stopped watching wrestling after 2004, 2005, but I keep up with it every now and then for my brother." But I mean, look at this guy. This guy went from being some goofball on Real World to headlining WrestleMania, which is a very big deal if you're a wrestling fan. Some of you might know, some of you might not. Doesn't matter. But thing is, he didn't quit. I mean, I'm sure he probably had some stinking matches. I'm sure he probably wrestled different places that he really didn't care to. Probably had to wrestle in some churches, some high school gyms, all that kind of stuff. But you go from that to, hey, you're doing the biggest show in wrestling. So that is why you don't quit. that is why you don't quit, boys and girls. You never know when your time is gonna come. It's just like I don't know if you've seen the movie Black Panther. This lady, she was like 88 or whatever. I guess she decided she wanted to be an actress or whatever, and in the late years of her life, and boom, she was in the movie Black Panther. Pretty good movie. I'm sure it's a pretty good payday for her, a lot of things. I mean, we can go on and go on. We can go on with examples. I mean, Colonel Sanders was like 100 years old when he finally hit it big with his chicken check. With the KFC. So, I mean, we all like to put. I know I do. We all like to put timestamps on our goals, but sometimes the universe will let you know when your time has come. You just have to be present. You have to just be ready. You have to be prepared. I mean, you just can't walk around and wait for something to happen. I mean, of course, you got to put the plan in action. You got to put the plan in motion, but you just got to keep going. You can't quit. You can't do something for 3 days and then go, "Oh shit, this ain't working out," and then quit. I mean, it don't work that way, unfortunately. I mean, this is episode 30 of this podcast. I only wanted to quit once. That was the first week, and I was like, "Damn, ain't nobody listening," But believe it or not, some people actually listen to this here podcast. So, what do I do? Keep going, because I know what, podcasts will get better, the audience will get bigger, and away we'll go. All go together. We're all going down a path. So, this is why you don't quit. Don't stop. I'm gonna sing it to you now. Don't stop believing. I don't know the rest of that song. I just like that part. That's my favorite part. But yeah, don't stop believing. Just keep going. Keep striving. Keep pushing. All that good stuff. I mean, I'm not a motivational coach. I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm not going to charge you $25,000 to shake you up. But this motivation is free. Nah, at the end of the day, you can't quit. I'm going to give you another example. My buddy, he owns a donut shop in Atlanta, Georgia. Best donut shop in the world, okay? I give him a plug. 535 10th Street, Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia. It's a Blind Donuts. If you never heard of him, look it up. I remember he told me how he was his first couple months. He's like, man, I hardly had any customers. Nobody was walking in. And he said finally his car broke down or something like that, so he had to sleep in the back of the shop for about a good month. Of course, he would get picked up on the weekends because he was off on like I think Mondays or something like that. So he said he would shut down early on Sundays. He would just go to his mom's house or whatever and hang out there. But he said, man, I thought I was going to have to go back to working at the job I had, but he kept going, and 12 years later, it's pretty successful. He done had stores in Asia, and one store in Asia, but that's good. Store in Asia, stores in Atlanta, things are going boom, boom, boom. So that's another example of not quitting. So yeah, I know you might have probably heard this out. Nah, it don't matter. But sometimes you got to hear it from a different voice. Sometimes you can hear the same message from a different voice, and it might resonate with you. So don't quit. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep traveling. Keep chugging. As Forrest Gump would say, run, Forrest, run. Just keep running. And boom. Now it might go to the left, you might go to the right, but just keep going. Keep moving them feet. And you never know. At the end of the day, just don't quit, though. Quitting is for suckers, okay? We both know that. You know that. I know that. So, don't quit. But anyway, that's it for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and give you an update. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss apps. Could you use an app? Is the app better than the website? We'll see. That's a tease, everybody. See? A tease. Are apps the new wave? Will an app work for you in your business? We'll talk about that and more things tomorrow on the hottest party in what? Podcast land. The Affiliate Party Podcast. My name is Tony Zano. That's it for today. We will talk to you tomorrow. And as always, peace.